This is episode 2, Petrus Aureolus Compendiosa in Universalem Sacram Scripturam Commentaria. For those of you who are keeping track, we featured Petrus Aureolus a few weeks back in one of our viewers' choices, at which point we promised to return to that author, and we are doing so now. Petrus Aureolus, 1280 to 1322, a scholastic theologian, and this is his compendious commentary on the whole of sacred Scripture. We'll resume here. Monti quidem comparantur pro eo, quod in ipso respectu immensae terrae reperitur, calcitudo qua exuperat, plenitudo qua exuberat, pulchritudo qua irradiat et venustat, magnitudo qua accumulat, replet et occupat. If you need a bit of review for the first portion of this episode, you may go to YouTube, where I have linked these together in a playlist, and you can rewatch the first part of the episode and then get the remainder. Remember, he was speaking about the magnificentia, the praeeminentia, and the excellentia of the heavenly Scriptures, the glory, the superior importance, and the outstanding beauty, or the excellence, of the Holy Scriptures. And he says, quoting from several different passages, ad montem inquit Domini, et ad domum Dei Jacob. He said, let us go, ascendamus, to the mountain of the Lord, and let us ascend, ascendamus, to the house of the God of Jacob. Now Petrus Aureolus continues, indeed, he says, to a mountain these things are compared, comparantur, for this reason. Now the subject of comparatur in the singular, is this idea, the magnificentia, praeeminentia, and excellentia of the Holy Scriptures. And he uses the word here, comparatur, and again here in the singular. Pro eo, for this reason, because, or namely, in ipso respectu immensae terrae reperitur, in the actual comparison or respect of the enormity of the earth, and notice here we have immensae, the adjective modifying terrae, and both of these are in the feminine singular and genitive. And notice this little form here, like so, in the text, represents the diphthong I, terrae, and typically in Latin, adjectives follow their noun, but when it is an adjective of size or degree, it precedes the noun, as it does here. Because in the very respect of the size of the earth is discovered the loftiness, the calcitudo, by which the Scriptures exuperat. And this is ex and supero, to go above, to exceed to a great extent or a great degree. Also in that same comparison we find the plenitudo, the fullness by which it superabounds, or goes beyond all expectation, the beauty by which it irradiat, it glistens or gleams, and venustat, it charms and delights. And finally, in that ipso respectu, in that very comparison or likeness to a mountain, we find the magnitudo. This is the size by which the mountain accumulat, heaps up, fills or dominates, and seizes all of the surrounding territory. And so the magnificentia, praeeminentia, and excellentia of the heavenly Scriptures is likened to a mountain for these reasons.